Alright, what's up y'all, it's LakerFan here. As y'all can see by the title of today's video, we're here to talk about the Season 3 patch that just absolutely railed dribbling. Is speed boosting and is the left-right cheese still meta in NBA 2K22 Next Gen after the Season 3 patch? We're here to talk about that in today's video. I hope y'all enjoy. If you do, for to drop a like, sub if you're new, turn on the noties, all that good stuff, and like always, try to 1,000 likes. Now this is probably going to be a shorter video right here, but I just wanted to showcase to you guys what the dribbling looks like after this. Now, I just want to say, this is me as a very inexperienced point guard. I don't really be playing point guard very often. I don't even go as far to say that I'm a bad point guard, honestly. And even with that, it's not hard to hit this D-Rose speed boost. I mean, you can see, this is clearly still doable, right? Now, what I can clearly tell about this, though, is that sideways and backwards movement has been absolutely railed. So you're going to see, doing it completely to the side or completely backwards is horrible. Like, it is slow. However, again, when you're doing it downhill, it's absolutely still the same speed. It's still pretty fast. However, right there, you can see that's me going very far to the right because I'm getting a little close to the three-point line. I'm trying to go a little bit backwards. And you're going to see it's very hard to speed boost to the side with this anymore. Now, just to show you a couple different size up escape packages you can do still, I have the Curry slide glitched onto this player. You're going to see, though, if I go sideways, once again, off of that, it's going super slow. But if I go downhill with it, it goes really fast. So I just gotta say, it clearly looks like they've completely nerfed sideways speed boosting. So in terms of the left-right cheese, it's not exactly there, but I really will say ISO cheese is looking pretty tough. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like going ahead and just hitting the D-Rose size up and then boom, just going and then going and hitting the hop back. That really will be kind of cheese if you ask me. And then still doing Curry slides and stuff like that too. But again, downhill movement, hop backs, all that stuff. It's looking like that's gonna be very tough to guard. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know how this is gonna influence the game in terms of the meta. I don't know if this means for Pro-Am that 5 out is back and left-right cheese in terms of the dribbling is gonna get railed. I don't know what this means, to be honest with you. But this is my early impression with this stuff. I just wanted to showcase to you guys that it looks like anything to do with left, right, or backwards movement off of this size up stuff is absolutely just destroyed. I mean, this looks horrible. And you know what? At the end of the day, I don't know how to feel about it, to be honest with you, because me as a lockdown and me as a big, I would prefer for a game that is actually balanced. Sorry if we're going to be sitting here talking and ranting for a little bit of this, but at the end of the day, for me as a big man who absolutely loves balance in the game, I prefer when defense is on the same playing field as offense, and I do prefer, especially when point guards actually have to use their brain a little bit in terms of looking up, passing, using a little bit of IQ, actually passing to the big man when he's open anywhere on the court. In 2K20, this was the case. I felt like when the big was open on the slip, it was points that you would take. You didn't just disregard and neglect your big man wide open in the paint. Or on top of that too, for the poppers in 2K20, you guys always got hit on your open pops, and the guard even seeked that out sometimes as well when he was getting boxed. And for the corner spot ups, you guys have always been hit in 2K20 as well whenever you were open, because that's what you would just take. You would take the open shot and you would play the game that it's supposed to be played. In 2K21 current gen and next gen, it was absolute ball hogging point guard session, and in 2K22 next gen and current gen, you honestly sort of saw the same exact thing, where it's just, like I said, a lot of this right here, left-right cheese. And as you can see, it's still not horrible. I mean, my dude is moving, and I'm not, like I said, a good point guard by any means. But with this patch, though, it does take a little bit of a hit toward these guards. I mean, it's very inconsistent, and like I said, the backwards and sideways movement is just horrible. But you will still get a nice little strand where if you start it with going up and then move it backwards after that, it still looks pretty fine. So I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I don't think this has been nerfed and railed exactly as much as people are hyping it up to be. I'm recording this, like I said, at literally 5:43 a.m. as soon as the patch hit, and I think this might strike a couple people as well at the fact that it's not as crazy and egregious as people are making it sound on Twitter right now. And I'm going to go ahead and switch over to Twitter to show you what the community's sounding off on right now and what this looks like. And it's absolute Armageddon for these point guards out there. These dudes are freaking out. They are going crazy. So to just scroll through the timeline a little bit, I'm gonna just go ahead and show you my followers or the people that I follow and just see what the community's feeling right now. We're just gonna go from top to bottom and see how everybody's feeling. So my boy Tags, he's excited about this. As you can see, a little bit of an old head, and no offense with that, obviously, but you can see he's pretty elated at the fact that these guards are looking pretty suspect and pretty slow. Again, I think this is gonna strike a lot of people though, that this isn't exactly the case, but it definitely is inconsistent in terms of the dribbling you can do as a guard. And again, that's how we stand on this. I just want to go ahead and show the community's feedback on this, and we'll see how people feel about it by this time tomorrow, or 24 hours from the patch or anything like that. Double H tweets, after this patch, you may as well throw your right stick away. Your player moves faster if you just run compared to if you do any dribble moves. You will move very, very slow if you touch that right stick. Again, I just showcased, it doesn't look that egregiously bad. At least this is next gen that I'm talking about. He could be talking about current gen, but at the end of the day, again, it really depends on your dribble style and the way that you dribble in terms of the direction that you do it with. And again, that's me just only showing like 2 or 3 different size of packages or escapes, but still, albeit they're probably the 2 best in the game with the D-Rose crossover and then the Curry slide and stuff like that. And just in general, it looks like anything to do with backwards and left-right movement is kind of looking tough. You can see statistics and all of his followers as well are not too happy about this, but as expected for the dribblers and the point guards out there, people are, you know, all the PGs are just not too happy about this stuff. So you can see on statistics page, and you know, this is my boy right here. I mess with statistics really heavy, but you can see a lot of the people are not very happy about this in terms of his community. So I'm just gonna go ahead and show all this stuff right here. Again, I mess with statistics really hard. I don't want you guys sending him any hate by any means, but I will say it's pretty hilarious to see these guys' frustrations with this. And you know, again, whether this is good or bad for the game, I don't know yet. I feel like a lot of people might be overreacting to this. I don't want to repeat myself 15 different times in this video, but that's how I feel about this. I feel like people are overreacting to an extent about one little clip that they saw, or a couple of like their first 5 minutes in the my court or something like that they haven't really figured out how to dribble yet with this patch. My boy Chris is not happy about this either, being very sarcastic with the early tweet and then explaining that he's trolling. He feels like he's dribbling super slow. So this is where a lot of people got the news broke right here. The first tweet that actually popped off and actually got some traction in terms of people interacting with it, or quote tweets, retweets, all types of stuff like that. Our boy BP right here in the 2K League, he's a point guard. He has been very good at dribbling in the past as well. And you're gonna see right here, this is him trying to use the D-Rose crossover, and you can see he's chaining things together really quickly, but the side-to-side speed boosting, it looks awful on his player. I mean, it is what it is, right? Now, again, I think this is just him in his first couple of minutes in the my court, not really playing around with stuff and not really learning what I was just learning right there, that you can still move forward and then backwards with your dribble moves. Start the move by going forward, then end up curving it off and going backwards or to the side, and it looks perfectly fine if you ask me. But here we are with the first impressions, and you're gonna see a lot of these people are either really happy about it or really bad. Like, they are really happy about it or really irritated with this. And really quick, I just wanted to shout out my boy Nut. He is feeling pretty good about this. He probably feels the exact same way I do about this as well. And actually, funny enough, he does see this exact same way that I saw this. So I feel like whether this actually is the case or not, if guards dribbling has been patched or nerfed, we already talked about this in the video, where I do feel like this is a pretty good thing for bigs and locks and stuff like that, where yes, it could be horrible for guards and it's a horrible experience for guards, but at this point, if this is a pretty good balance in terms of it makes dribbling a little inconsistent, so to say, or it really takes actual skill to do something. And to be honest with you, if I'm hopping on a guard and I'm still moving pretty decent, it probably doesn't take a whole lot of skill. But either way, if it were to be the case, I think this is a really good news for the bigs and the locks out there, and it's just a good thing for the game in general, if you ask me, where people actually have to play team basketball and hit people when they're open. Also, quick note, it seems Power feels pretty good about this too. Hopefully people can stop icing with play shots now. I don't think that's really a horrible thing at the end of the day, but honestly, whether there's game balance or not, that's what I'm hoping for, and I'm hoping this patch goes over pretty well. We don't know what to expect yet. Again, I think a lot of people are going to discover how to actually still speed boost with this, but either way, this is what we're looking at right now. Alright, so anyway, to wrap up our thoughts, I'm going to go ahead and just show a couple different dribble moves that I typically do. So this one right here, the signature combo of being able to just go on anything right there. Again, it's all downhill movement that's actually working pretty well right here. So I don't know what to expect, to be honest with you. You can see right here, I mean, it's just so inconsistent. It doesn't feel like this is something that you can just rely upon. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you, if only downhill movement is looking good and side-to-side movement is looking horrible, we're looking at a whole new era of 2K where this is gonna be strictly ISO, and there is just not gonna be a lot of movement when it comes to side-to-side or pick and roll. And I don't know what to expect, to be honest with you, when it comes to the gameplay. So I guess we'll just see, to be honest. And I don't even know if this means like a difference in meta when it comes to the guards. If you need to have finishing on your build now, who knows, bro? I really have no clue. But anyway, that is all for the video. I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, feel free to drop a like, sub if you're new, turn on the noties, all that good stuff. And like always, let's try 1,000 likes. If you made it to the end of the video, put dribble in the comments to show support your man all the way through. And other than that, man, I hope you all enjoyed. Take it easy, man. Peace.